Okay, so the theme today is embodied intelligence. Dylan Newcomb is one, like there's a big embodiment movement, if you want to be more in your body, like to really feel your body more and yeah, act from your body experiences or energetic experiences. And so he has defined 4 states of how we act in the world and how we bring out the diamond within and then outside. So the first movie is about the diamond within that we often do something with when we are alone. Like we have some inspiration, we write a poem, we write a song, but then often we don't really dare to bring it in the world. And sometimes we even need to be a bit encouraged. And then, of course, we need to wait and see how the world appreciates it. Maybe it's rejected, maybe it's loved. And I want to start with this film because it shows someone in the movie, Lady Gaga, that is playing it, who has written this very good song and is actually too afraid to bring it out. And then finally in this scene brings it out, like it comes into the world.
Thank you very much. That was great. There's a friend of mine who came a long way to be here, and she wrote a great song, and I just like her singing. I think it's pretty fucking good. How are you? You made it. Good. So good to see you. Everything all right? The trip is fine. Phil's all right. Didn't bother you at all. Okay. So listen, we're gonna sing that song, all right? I did an arrangement. It was kind of not so great, but maybe you could just stick with it. Yeah, you go. Here we go.
Just don't bother.
All you gotta do is just trust me. That's all you gotta do. I'm gonna sing it either way, so. Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I fear myself.
Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to fill that void? Or do you need more? Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I fear myself. I'm of the deep end, watches are diving. I'll never meet the ground. Crash the surface where they killed us. We're far from the shallow now.
this is for the four embodiment intelligence states. This is like from the second to the third state, but I will explain them. So they're kind of, when we want to create and then bring it out in the world, there are these four different states that we naturally go through and that we can feel. So I will talk us through and we can actually do it, and then you will feel the different energies of that. Like it all starts in, let's do it maybe now together. So if you have a little bit of space behind, like move your chair backwards so you feel not so connected to the Zoom anymore. You feel now just your own energy. You feel just like there is the world and this is you. And you can even like close your eyes and bend like, or embrace like a little child, like go inwards. Like there is this inner world that no one really knows about, that where you really feel yourself, and where also like the diamonds emerge, like the creativity of writing a poem, writing a song, or maybe just doing something concrete, setting up a business. All these things are like there, being bubbles that are bubbling up from your core motivation, your real self. And that is the first state. And then what happens is like, it's like you have these seeds in the ground. It starts growing, like you fertilize that. You have the introspection, you have the inspiration, you start playing with it and it starts growing. And so then what happens is it comes out. You have a business plan, you have a song that you can play with a guitar. And that is the second state. That is where your inner world, your inner experience starts bubbling up. And so you can do that by still having the distance from the outer world, from this Zoom. You still like within you, and you just stand up. Like this is me when I'm on my own. This is me with plants that are growing, right? It's not just the roots anymore. It's not just like feeling the energy. It starts, there is already some creation that is coming around you in your own life, regardless of any um, uh, feedback or response of the environment. And that after the second stage, and that is what we saw in the movie, you go into the third, like now you have to show, you have this whatever plan, business plan, song, you want to bring it in the world. So then you can step forward towards the screen, like here am I, like you can look into, you look in the eyes, you know, it's like here am I, you see me, you're someone else, I see you, we see each other, like, and this is me, this is what I bring, here is my song. And that is what she did when she went finally up the stage and dared to do it. That is the third state, which is a different energy. It's like, here am I. It's like trust and courage. Here is me. Hello, world. And then the fourth state is the more humbling one. It's in the end also that she looked at the public and she was luckily enough. So then you stay connected, but again, it's more like you bend your knees and you're in the receptive. Like, thank you. Now I get the feedback. Now I get the feedback of the world. Is it rejected? Is it accepted? And either one is fine. Like there is no judgment. If it's rejected, it's like, okay, lesson learned. You go back in the first state, you bring it back internally, you let it bubble up, something new comes out. And so we have these states of embodied intelligence all the time in our lives. So what we can do is go through it without too many words and just feel it. So I will just say the numbers of the state, And just try to feel like first internal, what bubbles out, and maybe already some images come that give inspiration of what the content is. What is it that actually is being born and brought in the world? But also, where is the state that you struggle with? Like, she definitely had a problem of bringing it in the world, of having that courage. So it's good to feel sometimes we are overactive in one state and not enough balanced in other states. We go?
Yeah.
So the first state. So we go now there. And if you feel something is bubbling up, you can go to the second state. Try to feel it, what is coming out of this soil. And how the energy shifted. Then we can go to the third state when you're ready to bring it in the world. It's actually up, but it's computer. And then we go to the fourth state. Which is again a different energy. Like, what is coming back now? Then we take that feedback back to the first state. Could you feel the different energies?
Yeah, definitely.